In a world where survival means knowing when to run, there's one creature that chooses to stand its ground. When faced with danger, it does not greet it with retreat, but with raw defiance. Unmoved, unafraid, a beast that stands firm, the Diablo yields to nothing. Challenge it head on, and you'll learn what it means to break against the Unyielding. There really was nothing of interest during my growing stage that I really felt like including, other than this cute little BP that said hi to me in Swamp. So this is all you're gonna see of my growth. Having hit adult by now, I logged in to grab Fudgy from Swamp.
I hear you.
He hadn't quite made it to adult yet, but he was big enough now that we could move on from Swamp.
Yes, I see you. I'm hiding.
Hello. You're very hidden. We made our way over to Westrail. There was plenty of diet here, and we had heard some Carnos that we wanted to investigate. Hey, what's up? He had a PT in his mouth. He dropped it and everything right here. I scared him so bad he dropped his PT.
Good.
I just couldn't help myself. When a Carno runs at your face, you can't help but hit them. I might have made him mad though, because not too long afterwards another one showed up. You want to try it? I will get you. We just bullied the crap out of him.
I think he learned a lesson there.
Oh hey, are you in a bush? Is that a Carno or what is this sitting here?
I don't know.
Carno friend. It's the little red. Oh, it's the whole group. Your tail was sticking out. Ah!
It's not our fault they weren't camouflaged. They were all in one bush.
I know.
How many did you knock? How many did you knock?
She literally came in like a wrecking ball and they were all the pins.
I think they were AFK.
They just went down.
After bullying these Carnos for a hot minute, we did eventually move on and let them be. After that, we headed Highlands to see if we could find any action. When we didn't find anything there, we went ahead and tried to head back towards south. Holy shit!
You're out, mate.
Holy fuck!
How many stegos is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And like 2, 3 dibbles? Alright, back the other direction. With that big of a group coming in, we decided to back out of the tunnel and take the smaller tunnel around in case they were aggressive. We got 3 Carnos inbound. On our way south, we got distracted in West Rail again, as there were a bunch of Carnos that had taken up the area. Ooh, there's a lot of Carnos here. We weren't too sure if this was the same Carno group from earlier, but the plan was to stick around and see what else came in with them making a bunch of noise here. Dang, they killed, I think they wiped out the whole Diablo pack that was at south. Oh, there's a big dibble. Hey. Friends? Sure.
Sure.
Another dibble. We weren't too keen on having more than just 2 in a group, as nothing would want to fight you after that, but we accepted anyway. Oh, well shit, there's 2 of them.
Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna stand up just in case. Four dibbles was not ideal for us, but we accepted them for fear that they would cause trouble. I was a little suspicious of the whole interaction, however. Whoa, shit, Stego! Watch out! He's not a friendly Steg. Stego's friends, the guy says. Why did he come out of the bush with his tail raised? I didn't trust that. I was starting to suspect that something might be up with this group. We had heard rumors of candies not long ago, and I was starting to grow even more wary. Yeah, let's, we could probably go back towards Highlands, I guess. Oh my god, another dibble. Yeah, we need to go, Fudgy.
Cardinal friends.
Fuck, we're dead.
They're mixed packing.
Oh no.
We should tell them we're gonna go log.
We don't know. Don't. No, no, no. No, they'll chase us. With this being an apparent mixed packing group, we decided we were gonna move on, quietly and undetected if we could. I'm just pretending that I'm going off to get food in the woods, and I'm just gonna leave the group when we get in the woods. We can go up to, oh, what is it? Carno, where they like to hang out. There's more than one steg, though, by the way. There's one right there in the bush next to you.
Yeah, there's... I see them.
It's a big group. It's a big group. I'm just kind of trotting into the woods, and then once I get in the woods, I'm gonna just start booking it. We're gonna go up the hill, leave group, and then we're gonna fucking leave. As soon as we both crossed that tree line, we booked it as fast as we could out of there. We were not going to get candied today by mixed packers.
They're coming our way.
I'm gonna go ahead and run over the hill, and I'm gonna leave group.
Yeah.
We're gone. I'm running. We're out. They're 3 calling. Oh, whoa, hello, Raptor. I about ran right into you. You want to fight me? Let's fight. Having made our run to the north, we were gonna lie low here until the mixpackers either logged off or moved on. In the meantime, we terrorized the local omnipacks while we waited. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I do have bad water though, so I may head up and get a drink. I didn't want to let my water get too low and end up being bled out by the raptors, so we headed up to Volcano in order to fill our water. In the meantime, however, Fudgy had to go mute, and I hadn't realized how far behind me he had gotten on the journey up there. Oh, okay, hold on, I'm coming. While getting my water, I hadn't realized that Fudgy had ended up being pinned by the ever-growing pack of raptors. I ran as fast as I could down to help him as soon as I heard his plea. With the raptors having backed off, we ran to get Fudgy water as fast as possible. His blood was getting dangerously low from the full pounces that he got. Oh, you're bleeding out? Oh, shoot. Just keep sitting, I'll sit here. With Fudgy actively bleeding out, it was my turn to take up the defensive side. My goal was to keep the raptors off of him long enough for him to heal his bleed, so he could move to a better position. As soon as he was able to heal his bleed, he moved back to the ledge behind me while I stayed up near the shore to keep the attention on me. Killed one. One raptor down, many more to go. Killed another one. And on the off topic, I apologize for the camera shakes, guys. Sometimes my adrenaline gets the best of me in fights. Another small one dead. Another one dead. Picking him off at least. I was glad for the terrain that we had here in Volcano. With as many rocks as there were, I was able to take advantages of when the raptors were up on them and they would get stuck. Therefore, I could reach them before they could get unstuck off of the rocks. That's another one dead. That's another one dead. Another one hurt. There we go. That was good. That's two more dead. Oh, there's a Serato here. With a random Serato showing up, the remaining raptors scattered. We weren't sure how many there were, so we took up a defensive position on the rock behind. Here, I take the outside. You're more hurt than I am. Luckily, only one Serato seemed to be what showed up. I was secretly thankful that he scattered the raptors for us, so we were able to get a much-needed break from the constant pressure. When the coast was clear, we moved back down into the valley so we could fill up on our food and water.
There's a Landino right here. Right here. Where are you going?
He's coming for that galley body. A random Landino. Usually, I wouldn't take this fight, but sometimes when the opportunity presents itself, you just have to beat up a land croc. Oh, I moved you. It's okay.
Thanks.
Uh-oh. A grab from Medina was not ideal. I was now much lower on my health than I wanted to be, and the raptors were back for vengeance. That hurt quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, I'm orange.
I'm also orange. With both of us so low, I decided I was going to back off from the fight and try to heal a little bit. I didn't want to take the risk of getting killed because of my stupidity. The Tennos are gonna help us. With 2 random Tennos showing up as well, it helped take the pressure off a little bit, and I was able to drop out as soon as I was ready. Ouch, alright, that's enough for me. I may or may not be fast read. Yeah, I was way lower than I intended to get, and surrounded by danger is also not a good time to realize that you are below 25% health.
Oh yeah, I'm fast red as well.
Come up here, Fudgy, so we can guard each other. We'll give up on the croc, it's not worth it anymore. Don't die to the croc, Fudgy.
No, I'm far. I'm chasing off the raptor, so it doesn't attack the Tenno.
Even though I wasn't expecting them to, I'm happy that the Tenantos did at least help protect my bodies so I didn't take any more hits from the raptors. Fudgy eventually joined me on the rock when his health got to fast red as well. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, okay.
I'm dead. Yep. All you know, girl.
He was so red, in fact, that he was a one-shot, and a brave raptor took his opportunity and ended up getting lucky. Get out of here. Hit one. Tried to bite me. Booped him in the butt twice. After killing Fudgy, the remaining raptors ran to the volcano for water, I assume. I took the opportunity to heal the orange and then ran out of there as fast as I could. The next day I had logged in alone. From now on, I was a solo dibble. I used that time during the night when I logged in to heal, fill up my food and water, and do anything else I needed to get myself back to green. However, during this time, a raptor pack was back on the rock. Spotting a solo dibble, I think they decided to take their chance and approached me. I did what I know how to do best. Find the nearest trees or rock to use to my advantage. I also apologized about the camera shaking. It gets much worse now that I'm alone, as I get scared easily during fights and am nervous. And then, during mid-fight, the strangest bug occurred to me. While trying to get raptors off of me, I somehow unlocked infinite skating abilities. To be honest, I have no idea what happened, and I decided that it wasn't fair to the raptors for me to fight in this infinity movement. Therefore, I stopped attacking them as soon as I figured out what was going on. My plan after this was simple. I was going to log out, report the bug, and then try to log back in and see if it was fixed. However, on my way up to the rock, I discovered that somehow getting up on that broke the bug, and I was able to come back down and continue the fight as soon as I realized I didn't have the infinity movement anymore. Eventually, with their numbers dwindling, the raptors did give up and leave me be. After the fight, I ended up going up onto my favorite rock. During that time, a group of Seratos rolled into town. Assuming that they smelled all the bodies that I had killed, they had an entire buffet to enjoy while I watched. Well, that was until they realized that they had an entire living buffet sitting atop a rock next to them. Hard time figuring out how to get up onto my rock, but when they finally did, they realized that I wasn't going to go down easy. If they wanted me, they're gonna have to take horns to the face to get me. Seemingly deciding that I wasn't worth the fight, they ran off into the distance towards something else. I waited a while for them to go out on my render distance before I got down to try to get some water. I had a sneaky feeling they were going to come back. And just like my gut said, look who's back. A little croc must have saw the opportunity to score some grub during the fight. I wasn't going to directly help him kill anything, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't give him the opportunity to grab something. With one of the 4 dead, the sub continued to keep pressure on me while the 2 adults backed off. I knew at this point the adults must be pretty hurt. I wanted to keep up the pressure, but I also had puked a few too many times and was a little nervous about proceeding. After puking another time, and landing one last blow on the sub that sent him scurrying away, I decided to back out of the fight to try to heal. After healing off my sickness, I started to fill back up on my food and water. It was a pretty peaceful time in between, and I enjoyed the small break between fights. With a Serato pack, a Carno pack, and an Omni pack taking over north, I decided it was best to move on. I headed back to good old West Rail where I met another pack of Carnos. They learned very quickly why you don't charge a dibble. Not long after the Carnos had moved out of the area, an Omni pack moved in. There were quite a few of them in this pack, and as soon as they had eyes on me, I was their immediate target. I was hoping I could use the tree to my advantage, and while it was working, it wasn't a permanent solution. I didn't like how open I was and that this was my only form of defense, so I quickly moved into the woods where I knew there was more trees that I could use. While there were many other clumps of trees that probably would have worked better, In the heat of the battle, I wasn't really thinking, and this little clump of 3 seemed like a good spot for me. I was becoming more cautious with how much stamina I had been using. My blood also wasn't looking great, but it wasn't to the point where I could start panicking yet. At this point I started getting nervous. My stamina was almost 0, my blood was getting lower, so I decided I needed to start becoming a lot more defensive and not so trigger happy. Even though my stamina was at 0, I think the raptor's stamina was also low by now. We ended up in a stalemate, which I'm glad for, as my blood ended up healing during this moment. For a brief moment, the raptors had walked away from me. I don't know if it's because they were refilling their stamina or gastroing to come back for round 2, but I wasn't about to let them come back. I waddled out of there as fast as I could with my little legs at 0 stamina, praying that they wouldn't pick up my trail. After regenning my stamina and my health, I came back to Westrail again. It was always popular, and it was the best spot to find action. While relaxing and giggling at a little Trudon, a galley ended up walking up to me and ended up doing what galleys do best. I didn't really care. But then I noticed that the Carnos were also coming over. I was fully expecting the galley to become a meal for these Carnos. But then I noticed that they were being a little too friendly to each other. That's when my suspicions started arising. Mixed Packers. I'm not too proud of my next move, but in the moment my thought process was that I just didn't want to let the mixed packing group grow any stronger than it already was. Suspicions extra confirmed. They had a croc in there too, on their side. I was going to leave it be after destroying their nest, but when I found out that they had a croc too, I kinda got a little bit ahead of myself and decided that I wanted to end their reign immediately. Now, karma does have a funny way of coming back around, and when the fight went on into the night, I may have forgotten about the croc. if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you really enjoy it, subscribe. It really does help me out. I'll see you guys in the next one.